Hey, and good morning or good evening if you are on the other side, or those who are behind us in terms of time zones. So, how are you? And we are here with our pre-25 class. We are here for the mentorship show. Many people have been waiting for this, guys. I think I'm one of the most excited people. The fact that now we can have a forum where we talk as alone. I have posted today's class notes. I posted what we are discussing. It's called How to Move On After You've Messed Up. But I'm surprised. Guys have not woken up. Huh? I don't see the comments. Where are your questions? You have said comment with your questions. Before we come to the topic, we are going online. We are going on the field to discuss what we said we shall be starting with. Those guys who are doing the right things. There's a young man we found somewhere who has been training dogs. We want to go and see what he's doing, how he's doing it, and he is an orphan. We want to use him. He is a role model. I'm putting him out here to show that you can do something with your life. Whether you got a university education, whether you have no support from parents, whether you are alone in this world, you do not have to die in self-pity and depression and stress. What matters most is your mindset and your self-belief and your attitude and your faith in yourself and in God. It's the energy with which you bring life to life. It's how you come to the world that determines what you become. Huh? We cannot underestimate how much pain orphans go through. Being exposed to the elements, being exposed to the world, being exposed and not being covered and supported. Many of us can never understand it. But at the same time, we also know there are those who rise from that situation with drive and determination. We have a young man today to prove that. We have a young man today who has done it. We went to where he's doing his thing, and you should see the magic he's doing with dogs. The training, those things you see on YouTube. You think it only happened out there, I don't know, in the West or where. There's a guy doing it right here in Africa, in Kenya, somewhere in Kiambu. Let us go there to encourage us that we can do the right thing. So we will be coming back for the topic after we have gone to see this pre-25 who is doing the right things. Follow this. Hello. Here we are. Today we are outdoors. We are here at the business premises, training ground of dogs. Today we are studying. We have visited a guy here who's doing a big stuff, very interesting stuff. Young person, pre-25. Welcome, my guest, Alex. Welcome.
Yeah.
Please tell people what's your name.
My name's Alexander Mwangi.
Alexander Mwangi.
Yeah, I'm 18 years old.
You're 18?
Yeah.
Only 18?
Yeah.
When did you finish Form 4?
Just last year.
Last year. So you've just been outside school for a year?
Yeah, for just 1 year.
Wow. There's another name people call you?
Yeah.
What is that other name?
Vomoldo.
Vomoldo, or simply Moldo?
Yeah.
And I was wondering, did you get it from molding dogs?
You're very true.
So tell me, what do you do?
What I normally do for a living is dog training.
Dog training?
Yeah, and also, dog training, and also guiding dog lovers on how to live with the dogs. I
like that. So you train the dogs, and you train those who live with those who love dogs, how to live with them.
Yeah.
All right. So which means if I keep a dog, you can, number one, I give you the dog, you train it. What are some of the things you train dogs to do?
Okay, one is basic obedience.
Basic obedience?
Yeah. The other one is protection.
Protection, to protect what?
To protect the owner and the home, and the homestead, or to guard a bag, a vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the other thing we do here is tactical movement.
Tactical?
Movement. Yeah.
Which one is that?
These are the military drills.
Military drills?
Yeah.
You can do that on a dog?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so... Okay, and pet training.
Pet training?
Yeah.
All right. So, tell me about the routine. Where is the routine there? The way it's supposed to eat at this time, I don't know, do what this time. Is that part of the training?
No, the routine with the training is that the dog needs to be where it should be on the right time, at the being at the right place on the right time. Yeah, generally, because you can find your dog eating your shoes,
Oh yeah.
and it should be inside the kennel.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, so you should try and correct your dog on the behaviors or even on the morals. You can find it playing hard or getting rough with the children. So we do something called correction, behavior correction. Yeah.
Okay.
There is also entertainment part.
Entertainment.
Yeah, with the dogs you can find you have a kid who is at the age of 10 or 9 years. So you are going to get bringing his or her friends over, and you want to show off a bit
Yeah.
what his or her dog can do.
You're right.
So he must be cool, like weaving. He can practice weaving, sit pretty. A dog can sit down and just lace his feet up.
You're right. You
Yeah.
train that as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's known as circus.
Circus.
Yeah,
Wow. How long, Barry? How long have you done this?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah,
You used to keep them when you're in school.
yeah.
Man, where did you get the passion from? What inspired you?
What inspired me the most was, okay, when I was growing, there was this issue with the insecurity around our area. So we used to live with our shosho. So you see, there was nobody like they are big, gigantic here to watch us. So this thing, I just thought, why don't I keep a dog? I kept a dog just like this. Then down my journey, I was inspired by a guy known as Muhammad Michuki. Since then we have been friends. He has guided me throughout down my journey. And another one known as John from Nakuru. And also Solomon Salvas, of course. The way he was handling dogs in dog shows
Yeah.
at the East African Kennel Club.
Yeah.
So I got so passionate about it. So then I said, why not me?
Wow.
Yeah.
You saw other guys doing it and you connected with it and you said, I can try it.
Yeah.
Tell me something about your background. You said you were living with your grandma.
Yeah.
I mean, where are your parents? Tell us about that.
Okay, most unfortunately, I didn't have parents when I was growing because my mom passed away. I never knew my mom, and I never saw my mom. Yeah, also my dad. Yeah, but
How old were you when mom passed on?
my sister tells me that I was 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah,
You have an older sister.
yeah,
So you're only two of you.
yeah,
And you have never seen your dad.
yeah,
Never known your mom because you were only 10 months old.
yeah,
You grew with grandma.
yeah. Of which then last year it was the hardest time of the year because she also passed away.
What I like is you do not sink in self-pity and depression. You're still doing your thing, man. You're still keeping dogs, still training dogs, Young people of your age are not, majority of them they're not developing the talents that you're doing. But tell us about why are you not dating? Why did you find you went to see your girlfriend?
Normally, this timeline you are living in, if you don't realize yourself at the beginning, not at the end, at the beginning, you find you are a lost sheep in the crowd because nowadays life is too hard.
You're right.
Because you find most of us learn the hard way, not the smooth way.
You're right.
Because most of us mature so fast.
Correct.
And also most of us want to rush into big things like boom. You can't just wake up one day and you find yourself having money or having yourself famous or cool, but you start with a step. Then by the way, what you need to begin is inside you. So don't wait for somebody else to come and light your fire.
Right.
Because you have your own matches. Then the issue with groups, you are born one.
You're right.
Yeah. So you just be focused in whatever you do. First of all, you prioritize your business, self-respect. Then the other thing is respect the others from the community. Then engage yourself with positive people.
Positive people.
Positive thinking.
You have not managed to go to college or university, but you told me you have done some trainings about dogs.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, you do not have somebody to pay fees maybe for you, tell you start this way, go this way. All right. Is that the case?
Okay, for my case, for some instances, you find like there is this guy who just taught me because I used to bother him a lot since when I started. Like those three guys, John of Eastgate Security Company and Mame Michuki from Buxton Dog Training Academy and Solo, Salvasa. Yeah, those people normally molded me like their younger brother or like one of them.
Tell me this, if somebody wants to find you, which is this area, or how can they check you up online, how can they get in touch? Would you like to give them your number? Where are we, by the way? What is this area?
This area is in Limuru, Kabuko, at a place known as Kabuko.
Okay.
My landmark is Kabuko Primary.
Oh, Kabuko Primary.
For starters, St. Paul's University, Limuru branch.
Limuru branch.
If you are in St. Paul's University, Limuru branch, you can just track down the road, then find yourself in Kabuko Shopping Center.
You come to Kabuko Shopping Center, ask for?
Vomoldo. Majamaa madogi.
Jamaa madogi, wale majamaa mtano, jamaa madogi ula pale.
Kabisa.
Very good.
Yeah.
What is your social media number? How would you like guys to get in touch with you?
Okay, my number is 07 96 05 95 69.
That is 0796.
Yeah. 05 95 69.
If you want your dog trained, get in touch with this guy. It's on your page, Facebook. What is the name of the page?
Vomoldo.
That is VOM.
Yeah.
Then Moldo, that is
Moldo.
MOLDO.
Yeah.
All right.
All Moldo kennels.
All right. One thing I like with this guy is the situation was desperate, being an orphan, man, and having to struggle through school and having to find a way to make his place in life. You told me you're trying to train dogs, save up school some money, go to where? Where do you want to be trained?
South Africa.
What do you want to train for?
Man trailing.
And you said that's where dogs are used for? Solving a crime.
Yeah.
Who will pay you for that? Is it the government or who?
What you haven't done a good research on our government or even on Kenya itself. We don't have rescue dogs. If today an earthquake shocks, let's say Gidogoro, or even just a place, and most of our people are buried down there. There's no, I haven't seen in our government dogs which are rescuing.
Which can tell us where people are. Right.
Indicating and also doing the rescue.
You're right.
And also when it comes to the service, like there are the blind people, which are struggling. They must have a wheelchair when they want to be normal, they want to own a dog, they want to be free. So in future I'm gonna be training service dogs.
Wow.
Yeah, and also protection dogs because like for now I just bought a Springer Spaniel, which will be doing detection in some years to come.
Wow. Springer what?
Springer Spaniel.
What is that?
That's generally it's a Spanish dog.
We are going there. Will you show it? Will you show it to me?
Yeah, I'll remove it for you.
Perfect.
There's a Spaniel. Okay, it's a Spaniel dog.
Okay.
Which is breasted with a great nosework.
Wow. Man, we want to go to the dogs to see them. Follow us. He's a very strong dog. Describe your day. You're saying you wake up at 5 and then?
Yeah, I wake up at 5. First of all, go on with my studies, my online studies.
Online studies?
Yeah.
About what?
About just dogs.
Dogs.
At the school which I was telling you, you have started already basics.
Yeah.
So as time goes, so that when I get there, I can I will have the basics.
You have the basics. Yeah. Then you wake up at 5, you go to your studies and then?
And then from there, I wash my kennels. Then we enter the ground with the academy dogs. Then from the academy, if at that day I'm going to see my clients at their places, then I start my day.
Young people, you're challenged. What are you doing? Alex is not 24/7 on phone, scrolling online, oversleep. He's waking up at 5, going to train, starting with the prayers and studies, then going to training the dogs and going to see clients. And he's only 18 years old. But he's saying he has been doing this for 8 years. You don't need to wait until you are 40 to find what you want. So thank you so much for now. I'll see you next. Thank you. we were discussing today about how that guy has motivated us that you can do something, and more so to the young people under 25, and more so to those who are orphans who don't have anybody to support them. He said he's trying to save up school fees, some fees, to go and get higher training, so that he can later be involved in crime resolution. He has such ambitions, and some of the comments you guys have said here is self-awareness. This is Rosie Sihanya is saying self-awareness is very pivotal in this scenario, and he will be able to handle the situation without going into depression. I like that. All right. And Okechi says, yes, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, the future of a secure nation is here. Invest in the guy, he will never disappoint. All right. John Blessed says, this is great. The young man is focused. All right. Shivon Jao is saying, wow, I love the passion he is. All right. Roslinia is saying, should we tag State House? I love his passion, focus, hard work, and determination. Good work, Benjamin Zulu K. God bless you. Thank you. Joanne is saying, a great young mind. May God lift him to greater heights. Okay. And then Caroline Jacobs is saying, this kid will prosper. He has real passion. I agree with you, Caroline. All right. Farid Bori is tagging Awino Gladys and telling them, get in touch with this guy. You could do a lot better. I hope so. A lot together. They should get. I support that. Claire is saying, good morning. I'm tuned. Okay. Shiro is saying, this is great. A passionate young man. So those are some of the comments. The last one here. Bulldozer M. Samson is saying, tuned. I have come for my dose again. I need to be sharpened. Good morning. Good morning to you, Samson. Now, let us go to today's topic, which is a little bit different from what we have covered from the video, but that is a pattern. We'll be getting a demonstration of April 25 in the field, doing the right things. All right? Starting by personal development, growing themselves up, thinking about their future, their career. Now, those who had already messed up because they did not know any better, what shall they do? Number one rule is, so when we talk about messing up, we're saying doing things that are detrimental to your development. Things that get you to firefighting and managing crises that were not necessary in the first place. Got yourself addicted to a drug. Got yourself moved in with a person. Got yourself pregnant, or you impregnated a person. Got yourself in an entanglement that you're managing day by day, and it is stressful. And it has delayed your development, delayed your graduation, delayed your job, damaged your reputation, damaged your connections with people. That's the thing we are talking about, messing up. If you messed up, these are the rules. Before you're 25, you already cut your feet. You went on a partying spree. Huh? You thought in campus it's fashionable to have this girlfriend, boyfriend, and you're in the university. Look at you. And let's remind young people, you go to the university to open your mind, not your legs. You're sleeping in somebody's rooms. No, that is not the idea. You're supposed to be in the library, not in somebody's bedroom. You're supposed to be learning, experimenting. You're supposed to be developing a software, attempting to develop a calculator. I had a friend who started by developing a calculator for software, a software for calculator, and using it on a laptop. That was his first year attempt. Developers have a website. I mean, you're studying BCom, sell something. One guy started making uji porridge and selling it around. You're supposed to be attempting things when you're in the university, guys. You're not supposed to be... Oh my God. Listen, when you're in the university, you're not supposed to be courting heartbreak, disappointment, mayhem, chaos, disappointment, abandonment, tears, crying, sleepless nights, and drama. Huh? A friend of mine telling me that she's so tired of hearing young people drinking poison in the university because of heartbreaks. So these are the rules. If you had already done it, this is what you do. Number one, you are supposed to, okay, do not cover up by getting married, paying dowry, or in any way formalizing the process. The notes for this class are just below. They're just on that wall. Benjamin Zulu KE on Facebook. We have put the notes there. A guideline. Number one, don't move forward. Don't rush forward. Oh, now that we're pregnant. Come to my parents. Come, good. Oh, let us move in. Oh, let us marry. Oh, you're not in the right state of mind to make such life-altering decisions. You're not in a good place now. This is a very emotional thing. Pregnancy is so emotional. You cannot think straight when you're pregnant. When you're fearing your parents, when you're fearing what will happen. This is a problem with when you're under 25. Some of you are so intelligent and driven, but it's not showing yet. You look like an average girl. You still look like your colleagues. You can end up with anyone if you marry when you're under 25. You cannot tell how intelligent you are. A lady who's a medical doctor called me yesterday telling me, whenever you're going to need to talk to those young people, call me. And I want to invite her here. She's an oncologist, a medical doctor dealing with cancer. She's so good in her craft. Yes, she's telling me because she married in those under 25, it never lasted. Now she's divorced. Imagine. She told me, I could not tell those days that I have this intellectual hunger. Those days I did not know that it would be a defining trait in my personality. I was too young and naive. I thought marriage gives you status. It was praised as the thing to do. And she went into it in that mindset, and within 10 years she realized she could not cope. This person, they could not think on the same level. Once you cross 25, you're 28, you're 30, assertive energy comes up. Your personality comes up so strongly, you cannot ignore it. What if you had signed up for things that are dragging you back? I want to invite you to consider. This is not the time to rush forward. This is the time to slow down. Grow yourself fast. Your mind finishes developing at 25. That's when the conscious brain, the defining part of your brain that shows who you are, is still developing. This is scientific. It's not plucked out of the air somewhere. Some of you have such a strong intellectual bent, strong academic bent, strong leadership quality, strong something, but it's not yet visible. When you are young, 22, 23, you don't know about it either. You cannot know what you're turning out to be. You can avoid disaster by simply delaying. Just wait. The devil is often in the timing. So even if you got pregnant, don't commit to anything. Don't sign up. Don't organize a wedding. There's another problem with the Christian girls, pastors' daughters, bishop kids. Because they have pressure to have sex and they would rather not fornicate, they marry in a holy matrimony quickly so that they can have sex in a holy way. Dummy, you're stupid. Don't disobey timing. You must have patience. Some of you have converted the virginity to be a captivity because you're pure. You want to marry when you're still pure. That leads you to rush. You're going to remain pure and virgin. That's a very good thing. But don't rush. Take your time. Wait until you develop. I hear people say, we decided instead of fornicating and we had been dating, we know each other for so long, let us just get married so that we don't fall into sin. Oh my God, I hate that reasoning. It's okay not to fall into sin, but why are you rushing? You rush, you tie yourself up where you cannot stay. Huh? And listen to me, church people. Please, please, please stop officiating under 25s in wedding. You're contributing to mayhem and chaos. They don't know themselves. They don't know themselves. There's a reverend who texted me yesterday. Told me, man, I wish I could organize all the men for you to tell them your message. I'm so impressed. Thank you, reverend. I just can't remember his name, but he's a reverend. He's a minister. A simple guy. We could chat without too much order and carefulness and no. So don't rush forward. When you realize you're pregnant, step back. Go home to your parents. The shame and the disappointment you'll suffer them for a moment is nothing compared to 10 years to come, 20 years to come. What you feel now means nothing. It will evaporate. Don't run away, don't hide, don't take off, don't go to the boyfriend, you will regret it. What if you're already married and you are there, maybe they are paying dowry? Today after you hear this show, run away, disappear, go back to personal development. This marriage will mean nothing. The drama and the shame you might think you might cause them by disappearing will not mean anything 5 years from now. You will have saved yourself from prison. You will have rescued your dreams. You can stay in that marriage and remain a mediocre woman for life. Be reduced to a producer of children, generator of children, and amount to nothing. Most of our parents amounted to nothing because of premature marriage. They were meant to stay in an abusive marriage to prove they are woman enough. To prove. And yet became nothing. Look at the women who have sung, who have careers that are flying high in singing, flying high in public speaking. Many of them are divorced. Why? Because the career and the marriage could not coexist. They married before they knew who they were becoming. So it could not be sustained. Rule number 1, don't sign up. Don't rush. Rule number 2, you can bring up that child alone if necessity calls. Okay, ideally children would rather be under two parents and dad and mom and in a loving home, but your situation is not ideal. If you got pregnant this way, that's not an ideal situation. Stop forcing ideal family. The situation is not ideal. Does not mean you never have a partner and the child will never get parents, but don't rush it. You're confident, be confident that you can bring up the child. Don't bring in another person when the relationship between the two of you is full of tension and strife and fight. And you think you're helping the child. There's no way you're helping the child. That, keep light of food. Do not add children. Don't add burdens. Don't. Oh my God, I felt, they asked me something, I asked them, what are you asking me? I'm 24, I have three children, but 24, 3 children. Listen, don't add children. That one mistake is enough. You can manage with one child. Lock. Put locks. Go get that injection of 5 years. Huh? Go put a coil or something. And if the man is forcing you to have babies, be wise. Reproductive health has always been a woman's domain. Be wise. Just put it quietly. This is your life. Never reduce yourself to a slave in the name of obedience and openness and honesty. Be wise. Look, don't add a child. The other thing is get an income. Huh? If you did this outrageous act of stupidity by getting to this marriage without source of income, without skills, without finishing university, you know how miserable it is to ask for every coin. Every coin, from the salon to money for pads, money for lotion. You have to ask for every coin. You know how humiliating it is. Money gives you freedom. Without money, you are a slave. You can't even board a matatu. You can't buy yourself samosa. Huh? You can't help your mother when she's in a shameful situation that requires 200 shillings. You can't rescue your brother when he's being auctioned by Tala for borrowing 250 shillings. Huh? You have known the misery of not having your own money. Therefore, start gathering skills. Go back to school. Go back to college. Start that business. Get marketable skills by hook or crook. Whether they support it or not, go for it. Have some money on your own. Be able to see something and buy it. There's a lot of freedom in having some money. The other thing is, okay, what if you are the man? If you have gotten a child by a woman whom you cannot marry, you are too young, you do not know what you're doing. If you have done that, the solution is to change your mindset. Don't run away. Take responsibility for that child. Pay the upkeep. Support in a way you can. See your child. Don't punish the mom. Don't bring wrangles. Simply relate with the child. It will give you a lot of boost, ego boost, that you can be a reliable man. And it will give you respectability. People will respect you. That child will respect you. You'll have gotten an ally in that child. Hopefully the mother is not toxic, trying to poison the child against you. If the mother is toxic and making it a fight, it's better to disappear first. Go build inheritance for that child. Appear later and give them a plot of land. Give them a property and tell them, we couldn't relate when you're young, but I have been preparing for you. Here is something for you. If the mother is turning your life upside down, don't force yourself to stay. Most men stay in toxic relationships because of their child. No. You do. When you are suffering, you will not help the child. If you die of depression, if you live a mediocre life and you have nothing to give the child, how will that benefit the child? If you're the man, take responsibility. Don't run away. Be courageous. It will pay dividends down the line. All right? And then lastly, reinvent yourself. Don't let this one incident make you, define you, limit you to a certain definition. You are this person who failed to do this. You're this person who failed to do this. No. Sit down, reorganize your life, refocus your goals, go back to building yourself, resume where you had left, go back to your principles. You can still be a very principled woman, a principled man. You can still build secondary virginity. That is, you decide you're going to live a pure life until you meet your partner. You can be. I have seen people who rose up, became better people because of this mistake. So now that you are wiser, after all, there's a child looking up to you now. You need to look for money. You need to prepare for them. You need to build a future for them. Now that there's a person looking up to you, you can use this to motivate you to go further. Reinvent yourself. Decide you're going to conquer the world. Decide you're going to top the career, the scale of your career. Decide you're going to be sensationally successful. Decide you build a business empire. Decide to master your craft. Decide you'll have a happy relationship at the right time. Decide to focus 3, 4, 5 block of years in pure personal development, in investing in yourself, in being a happy person, expanding your life. Don't invite baby mama, baby daddy drama. Cut off anybody who's bringing drama. Whatever costs you your peace of mind is too expensive. Invest in yourself first. All right, let's go to a few questions. So somebody's asking this. Agnes is saying this is well said. All right. Unisa is saying generator of children, and that's true. Can be reduced to a producer of children, my friend. All right. Somebody saying timing is everything indeed. Pauline Mailu, that's true. And then Bete is saying we are going to church. Yes, we are. Joseph is saying, and then okay. Somebody saying I'm late, but later late than sorry. You speak life to the hopeless. That is Angola. Thank you. Okay. In Violetta is saying good morning, and then she's attaching a few people to come and watch. Rachel is saying financial freedom is definitely important for a woman, just as well as it is for a man. That's very true. And I'm so glad you guys are tuned up. I can see we are still in our numbers, close, ranging 300. Our class is growing. Thank you so much for following today's show. We'll be here next week, same time. Keep it here, guys, and let's keep the discussion going. Chum, see you next time.